Hello everyone. Today, uh, this video section is about carrying out a vulnerability assessment on DVWA using OWASP ZAP tool, which is a powerful tool for conducting vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. This tool also offers fuzzing testings for performing fuzz test and exploitation on web application, and we are choosing our target as DVWA for this particular assessment. So let's begin with hosting the web application in our local server, which is Apache 2, and uh, let's do it first. Okay, I started. Yeah, ready to go with yes. So this is our password. Yes, so this is our DVWA program. As you can see here, there are multiple vulnerabilities that we can practice our risk assessment in. So there are brute force, command injection, CSRF, bypass, token bypass, SQL injection, and other different kind of vulnerabilities. We can see here this DVWA damn vulnerable web application is designed in such a way that any security professional or the student can practice ethical hacking in a legal environment, right, with a better understanding of securing web application. So it provides service for both students and teachers to learn about web application security in a controlled classroom environment. Right. So moving on with our assessment, today we are going to do an automated scan, automated vulnerability scanning on this particular whole web application, and see how many alerts it generates in total, and what different kind of alert it generates, and what we can do by seeing those alerts in this particular uh, risk assessment and management skills enhancement, right? So for that I need to start up my OWASP ZAP tool, my assessment tool. uh, I'm using 2.12.0. I think it's the latest version for uh, carrying out assessment. I think this one is the latest. So as you can see, there is a manual option and automated options as well. So I'll go with the automated option, as we have to set some proxy on, if we want to do it on manual, but manual scanning is for more professional. If we want to do some penetration testing on a particular software, if we are involved in some activity program, then we can use manual scan. For now, just to demonstrate how I did, or how I enhanced my skills on this module, I'm just gonna do perform automated scan, right? So I'll be performing my scan on index.php, means the whole website, and it will give us the overall result of how this attack is going on. So we can also click on this small icon of browser, and we can just set up our web application. We can load our application in here as well, and start the so if I click on continue to target, we can see different, like other features that this web application provides, with site trees and spider start, Ajax spider start, and active scan start. So we can do this active scan start to uh, yeah. So we have already started our active scan, so it's loading, uh, and now as we can see there, this one is like loading our web application in this particular tool. uh, it's getting everything ready to start the active scan, and once I click on this start button, attack button, it will start to check the vulnerabilities in this particular website. So I think I should let this go 100, and then I'll try to press the scan button, attack button, sorry. Yes, I think now I'm ready to click on the start button. So yeah, I've done it multiple times, so like it's not taking much time to do the scan thing, but to scan a whole website it might take some time as well. Yes, it's loading, and we can already see there are multiple alerts that have been generated while we attack the so attack is complete, right? So the attack is complete already. Web sockets, these are the web sockets that have been used, and uh, they are so specific with the vulnerabilities, where in which part of the script we are getting the vulnerabilities. They are so specific on this one. Suppose if I choose login of this particular thing, we can go to the open in request tab, and we can just inspect the whole section where it took the vulnerability service from, and it just shows us in which particular script the vulnerability is. Right, so we can inspect the whole website. We can inspect our website through this applications as well. So it also shows that we are using Apache server as our server host, and other different information before we log in. I have also tried it without logging in the system, and I was able to gain much more information before logging as well. So yeah, so now I'll just make a quick demonstration. Like we have got around 21 different alerts on like absence of anti-CSRF token and application error disclosure. It has 8 different threads. uh, I just need to yeah, it has 8 different threads as well. So yeah, and we can also check like cookies which invalids same site attributes, uh, and now the main thing, as a basic, as a like a new beginner, we can see that if I click on the first alert that it has generated on this particular link, like login.php, we can see the confidence is low, right? And uh, we can see it's showing us the absence of anti-CSR token, and in order to learn what that particular exploit is about, what that particular vulnerability is about, we can just copy this CWE ID, which is 352. So CWE ID 352 in exploit DV. Okay, yeah. So see, so this will show us about more details on what this exploit is actually about, right? So the web application does not or cannot sufficiently verify whether a well-formed, valid, consistent request was intentionally provided by the user who submitted the request. So it cannot, so we can simply fool this full the script by putting our own exploit, because it is unable to identify who the actual user is. So the integrity is the major vulnerability in this particular section, right? So yeah, we can see for this particular, for that particular CWE, this is the required exploit, right? So if we use this whole exploit, and if we are able to get this exploit to the server where that web browser is, or that particular vulnerability is hosted, then we may be able to compromise the system, or we may be able to get the credentials of users as well. But I have also created something similar in response this with this particular thing. Like I have created, yeah, if I open it with mousepad, so this was the exploit, JavaScript exploit that I used to gain access, bypass the token and edit it with my own password, right? So I use this particular JavaScript code. I like injected this code inside the DVWA web application through file upload, and then it was able to get the first response user token. It was able to grip the user token that was provided at the first time, and it was able to like get the other token and use it in combination to change the user password to the password that I wanted it to be, right? So this way we can find more information about the vulnerability. We can create a exploit or check the exploit that has already been disclosed, mm, and we can try to attack the system to learn attack hacking on ethical way, right? So this is a quick demonstration, and if we can see, yeah, this is the way how we can enhance our knowledge on carrying out a risk assessment. So in response to that particular threat that we have just found discovered, we can try to attack the system. We can gain user credentials, and in order to mitigate that particular threat, we can use two-factor authentication, changing passport multiple times, once a week, twice a week. We can do that, putting a strong passport with combination of strings, number, and alphabets, and that way, yeah, we can always mitigate the every vulnerability that we find in a system, right? So the one another feature of this particular vulnerability scanning tool is that we can generate a report through this. Like, we don't have to make our own report, right? This will analyze every vulnerability, and it will give us the report, right? So now, as I have generated the report, it will categorize the alerts in as a risk in medium, like high and low, and like it also tells from where it has got the threat, and you can see the confidence level, different categories of how the risk has been categorized, and this alert type, different alert types, and yeah, and if we click on this one, we can get the CWE ID for this particular attack, wildcard detective, and we can gain more information about this particular vulnerabilities in these websites as well. So this is a pretty cool vulnerability scanning tool where we can find vulnerabilities on any side. To stay on the legal side, to do it in a legal way, I chose DVWA, but it has been proven that a lot of cybersecurity professionals has used this tool to to perform fuzz testing on buffer overflow exploit as well. It's a great tool to carry out fuzz testing and create a exploit. It has also been proven that we can do brute force attack on using this tool. And I have done pretty much research on this tool. So like uh, among most of the open source software that is available in the market right now, like this tool is something that is uh, that gives us more information on carrying out risk assessment and management. So yeah, this is how I have been able to find vulnerabilities on different part of different points, let me say, right? So, and I was able to discover vulnerability. I was able to exploit it in the system. I was able to uh, know the mitigating measures as well, and I'll put this report in the website section as well, so that everyone can have a look and know about the threats that alerts that it has generated, and know about the threats that DVWA application carries, right? So thank you so much. This will be all for now. Thank you.